Hey everybody, I'm Daniel with M&D Paranormal. You would know that since you're watching the channel. Thank you. Like and subscribe, please. Tomorrow is the 111th anniversary of one of my favorite stories off the haunted Asheville ghost tour here in Asheville. And that's the Ghoul of the jail. Behind us is the jail. And with me is my good friend Christian McLeod. He does the haunted Asheville tour, runs the Asheville Cryptid Society. And I thought I'd come out, get a little information from him, let him tell a story, and let y'all hear that. Christian, tell us a story.
Thanks, Tiny. As Tiny said, my name is Christian. I am the director of the Asheville Cryptid Society. I'm also known as the Cryptid Guy. But tonight is really different for us because I step back into my shoes as a tour guide. And one of my favorite stories as well is the Ghoul of the jail story. Now, you have to picture this, my friend. This happened 111 years ago, early spring, 1908. This is the old jail. It was 3 stories taller, so it was a full functioning jail. Now, at the time of this incident, there was about 60 to 70 prisoners, we think. This is a case of a story that has changed over time. It's simply because of these few factors. One, we know this incident happened, but over the years we kind of lost track of how many people witnessed it. We know there was at least 3 prisoners that witnessed this and 2 guards. But there have been allegations that there was over 200 prisoners that witnessed this and things of that nature. But again, we can't prove that, so this is why I always preface this is like Asheville folklore, but it's still a great story. And here's how it starts. 3 prisoners are in their cell here. They wake up to hear this incredible noise. It sounds like an explosion, and they look over the corner of their cell and they see this massive smoking ball of gas and flame and lightning. And out of this ball of flame and lightning comes this huge creature. Almost looks like a comic book villain. It is massive. It's green. It's got fangs going up and down. It's slimy. It's just disgusting. It's rippled with muscles. And it comes and it attacks them. And it tries getting through their bars. And it's reaching for them. Its claws are striking sparks. And as it's doing this, these prisoners are all in the cell. They're terrified. And they all go hiding in one corner. Well, the ghoul comes around and goes to that corner and comes clawing after them again. And it starts sitting there and it's trying to pull the bars apart. Now, all the witnesses said they saw this happen, but they heard nothing. This creature was trying to scream and vocalize, but no noise came out of it. They don't understand it, but that's what was happening. This goes on for 2 hours. 2 hours this happens. These men are terrified for almost 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, the creature vanishes back into whence it came. It just goes back into the smoke, back into the lightning, and just disappears. Now, after this happens, these men are so scared, they refuse to go back to their life of crime. All 3 of these men separately become men of God. One of them becomes a clergyman for the Catholic Church, one becomes an Episcopal minister, and the other one becomes a Jewish rabbi. Within a year, these men have completely changed their lives. Now, that's what I like about this story, but it gives you an example of what can happen when you choose to do the right thing. Sometimes I think Asheville started the Scared Straight program right here at the Ghoul of the jail. Tiny, do you have any questions?
And one of the stories that you had told, there was a preacher in the jail with. Can you go into detail?
I can go into that. This is another example of Asheville folklore because we're not 100% sure this happened, but here's one of the stories. In that jail cell with those 3 ruffians was a priest who had been put in jail for mail fraud, and it was actually accidental. Allegedly what had happened is he was inheriting a large amount of land in England and had something notarized, but it was notarized in the wrong place, and they considered that wire fraud. So what happened is the police came to arrest him, and while he was being arrested, they gave him the option of because he was such a well thought of gentleman in society, they were like, listen, if you just come and take care of it Monday, all will be handled, don't worry about it. And he said that because he broke the law, he needed to be a good example to his congregation, and he pretty much demanded they arrest him and take him to jail. While he's in jail, this whole incident with the ghoul happens, and while the other 3 men are hiding and cowering in the corner, he stayed in front of them, kind of covering them, like all, like a good shepherd would over his flock, and he was praying the whole time. And as he was praying, the ghoul started to kind of back down a little bit, And before it disappeared back into that realm, it kind of waved at the priest, and one tear came down his cheek, as if to say, thank you. Because he realized that this ghoul was there sent by God to scare these men straight. And the ghoul realized that the priest knew his purpose, and he was fully aware of what the ramifications would be. So the priest actually thanked him before he disappeared back into that cloud of dust and smoke and lightning.
I've also heard a few other stories on the tour, and I won't ask you to tell those now. But if somebody wants to hear those other stories, they can come with you on your tour tomorrow night. Joshua P. Warren's one and only Haunted Asheville.
Haunted Asheville walking tour. All you need is go to hauntedasheville.com. Tomorrow is the 18th. Just buy a ticket for 8 o'clock. It's about $22. And you'll hear a bunch more tours. The tour's about 2.5 hours long. It's a great time. We're very high rated in TripAdvisor. As a matter of fact, TripAdvisor, I believe we're in the top 10 in the country for haunted tours. So we put a lot of effort into it. We do a good job with it, and everyone seems to be happy. I normally do tours on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, Friday nights at 9, Saturday nights at 9. And on the first Friday, I do a joint tour at 8 o'clock. And the last Saturday of the month, I do a joint tour at 8 o'clock. So again, you can get us through Haunted Asheville and buy a ticket, or you can look at us up at through the Asheville Cryptid Society or cryptidguy.com. And again, once more, M&D Paranormal is linked to everything. So thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you on the tour.